America has cancer, terminal cancer, metastatic cancer. The system is riddled with this cancer. It's deadly. It's deadly. It's like nothing we've ever seen before. It is like nothing we've ever seen before. This is not an exaggeration. This is not me going overboard just to get your attention. It's true. I've been watching this country my entire life. And in my 65th year, obviously my 66th year of life here, I'm telling you, I'm seeing things that do not have any equal. I am talking to people at levels and at aspects of our country, from law enforcement to banking to financials to you name it. And we are seeing things that we have never seen in this country before. And there's a part of our country that's in denial. It's like whenever there's a death, it's denial. It's, no, I can't be. You're just saying that. You're just saying that just to get my attention. What do you mean America has cancer? No, we've been through problems not like this. We've never seen this before. At every level of our society, at every level, from the city to crime, to family, to gender, to this collective psychology we have. This psychology, just the personality. We're schizophrenic. It's a psychiatric problem. It's a law and order problem. It's a cancer. And there's only one thing that can be done to fix it, or else the patient dies. This isn't a virus. It's a different story. Viruses don't want to kill the host. Viruses need the host. Parasites need the host. This is different. Cancers will finish you off. They will keep spreading and metastasizing until it's all over. Let me explain to you why. But first, let me tell you right now that you have to hear me out. This is the obligatory statement. You must like this video. We need your support and we need your help. And we need you to like this video and to subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And I'm not going to tell you or waste any time. Not that I'm wasting time, but I want to get right to the point. But I want to just say very quickly that this is brought to you by preparewithlionel.com, preparewithlionel.com, the great folks from My Patriot Supplies. And these are folks who right now offer for you and to you a $200 off special for a 3-month emergency food kit. Preparewithlionel.com, preparewithlionel.com, My Patriot Supplies, the best in the business, and our good friend Mike Lindell from MyPillow.com, promo code Lionel. Save immensely and take advantage of a free gift, no obligation. Thank you. Let me put that aside. And let me thank you to my host. So let me get down to business because this is so critical. Not that those products aren't. They're wonderful and I stand by them 100%. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen anything. We've always heard people say throughout our history that this is the worst time ever. During the 60s, people said it was the music, and it was the drugs, and it was the sex, and it was the family, and everything was falling apart because of a variety of reasons. And they all said this. They all said this for reasons that we will never understand. We all said this for reasons that just simply didn't make any sense. I thought, come on, you're exaggerating. Let me tell you a model of what happened. When I say a model, there's no blueprint for what happened to our country. But let me tell you how this cancer started. A cancer is a series of replications of cells that are out of control. Out of controls with no end in sight, with no stopping point. That's what we're talking about here. That's what this is. What we are seeing is something so incredibly dangerous. And it works like this. A group of people called the shadow government came into business. And they decided that they were going to come in and take over the Democratic Party. Like a parasite would, like a virus would. It goes into the Democratic Party and take over from top to bottom. And replace the inner workings, the moving parts of what was the Democratic Party with this new group. Now, the Democrats didn't really notice necessarily all that was happening because as far as they were concerned, anybody but Trump was fine with them. They looked the other way. They never imagined that Biden would be as bad as he is now. They never imagined how bad it would be. They never imagined this. They didn't see it coming. They never knew that there would be not open borders, but an invasion of illegal aliens, not only invading our borders and the like, but destroying our sovereignty. They didn't know this. They never signed on to anything involving puberty blocking and gender reassignment and this complete sexual schizophrenia that has affected their children. They never signed on to this. They never signed on to rampant, out of control, metastatic crime with people, by the way, who are going to completely rewrite the criminal justice system. Let me explain this to you. Let me tell you how this thing works. You've heard of critical race theory, right? Well, before critical race theory, there was critical legal studies. This was a 1970s kind of a liberal, lunatic, kind of a theoretical idea where criminal law would be reimagined, completely reimagined, and this is important, it would be reimagined, but more importantly, we would look at the way we handle crime by not looking at it in terms of a carceral or in incarcerative form. No jails, no police, no records, no prisons, no mugshots, no fingerprints. No. Let's reimagine. Let's deal with this differently. Let's attack the problem differently. And they are going to come up with something called restorative justice. Nobody signed on for this. That's what George Soros was with these lunatic prosecutors. It was all part of the critical legal studies. Critical legal studies gave way to critical race theory, which is more well known. And these people were called crits, C-R-I-T-S. That was a part of this. You are seeing right now something which is beyond imaginative or beyond explicable and understandable. A rewriting, a recircuitry, a reformulation of the world in terms of foreign policy. And all of this happened from the Biden administration now on. What's the answer? What's the cure? What's the chemotherapy? What's the surgery? What's the radiation? What's the shock therapy? Donald Trump. You think I'm crazy, don't you? You're going to say, wait a minute, what? Donald Trump. Donald Trump is chemotherapy. Why do I say this? What is chemotherapy? It's poison. Chemotherapy will kill you. Chemotherapy is designed to kill the cancer without killing you. But it's something you only use. Break the glass only during an emergency. You use chemotherapy. You only use radiation when there is nothing else. You don't use this for a headache. You don't use this when you sprain your leg. You use this when your life is being threatened by a systematic kind of a rewiring of your biology. It is the last resort. Look, I'm telling you right now, I know Trump does some stuff that pisses you off, and I get it, and I understand it, and you're right to say it, but we are not going to get out of this alive unless we have him to go in and blow this thing up. Figuratively, metaphorically. He's the only thing available. He is not only the chemotherapy, he's the nuclear bomb to fix this. America is at the end right now. And I'm no conservative, and I'm no Republican, and I'm sure as hell not Democrat. I'm an American who knows common sense. And I want you, my friends, to listen very carefully and pay attention, because America right now is suffering from the worst case of this political and invasive cancer that I've ever seen. Thank you for watching. Now, please, I ask you, comment as you see fit.